Whew. So you pull this with a 3500?
Yeah.
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 I think it's badass. I like this trailer.
Thank you.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Venomous Garage. It's been a little bit of time as I've been trying to coordinate this whole build process of the Viper. Tomorrow, the Viper is going to go down to SoCal. My courier is going to come pick up the car, and it's going to be on its way to A&C Performance. And I wanted to make this video to make before and after look and feel of the Viper itself. So we're going to go for a little drive today. Kind of give you the current setup as it stands right now. So we have BC coilovers over here, and I have it dropped, as you can see right here, all around. There's a suspension drop. I have Toyota R888R tires on here. I've installed the carbon fiber front lip, as you can see right here, as well as the front tow hook. So hopefully tomorrow, when the gentleman comes to pick up my car, he'll utilize that to winch it onto the trailer and all that fun stuff. I want you guys to hear the last cold start on this car before it heads on down to the shop, because when it comes back, it's going to be pretty heavily modified, and you'll hear some low P cam action at that point. So let's do it before and after. We'll go for a little drive. I'll give you my thoughts on the build, what my expectations are, and where do we go from here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do a cold start, shall we? All right, let's go for our last ride in the Viper as a bone stock motor car, and we'll talk about what the transformation is going to look like, or what I expect it to be. So as of right now, guys, the car is bone stock from a power perspective. So that's stock motor, stock cat, stock exhaust, stock pretty much everything. The only thing this car has that the previous owner had put on was a K&N cold air intake, so that should help a little bit. And it is a beautiful Sunday evening. Finally got dry in California. You know, I always tease you guys out in the other parts of the country to say that California has some good weather. We do generally have good weather, but this year has been pretty miserable. We've had rain in and out every week, so I really haven't had a chance to shoot some driving videos for you guys. So here we are, we're going to our favorite back roads. Car set up on BC coilover suspension. I have Toyota R888 tires, and I really haven't gotten a chance to test them now, I guess. So we'll go on the back roads. Hopefully I have some room to play with. But after this is done, you know, the intention here is I'll end up having a car that's making somewhere between 650 to 700 rear-wheel horsepower. Is going in for a more aggressive cam, revised heads, long tubes, catback exhaust, cold air intake. Obviously all that requires a tune, so we're gonna use an HP tuners to tune via A&C Performance. You know, is going to do its magic with Todd, the owner. You know, I've seen some of the videos of him deploying some crazy cars out there. I don't expect my car to be, you know, 800 horsepower, naturally aspirated rear wheel, anything like that. I do expect it to be considerably better or more powerful than stock. And the idea is when I start doing the road courses, you know, the power is readily available throughout the RPM range, so I may not have to find another gear to upshift or downshift for the torque as much or as frequent as I would otherwise. And here we are on the back roads. I'm gonna run it up here. So So if this car is done before the Coalinga race towards the end of this month, the Never Lift Half Mile event that I have signed up for, I will be taking this car out there, and I'll most likely enter it into the nationally activated shootout. And there's a couple cars in front of me, so I really can't do much. So let's talk. So that's what the intent is. If this car is ready, you know, from what Todd is telling me, we won't really need a lot of break-in periods with this car. When the car's ready, I'll fly down, drive it up to Coalinga, do my race, and drive it back home. And that's the way it's going to go. If it's not, then my backup plan, if you want to call that the backup plan, is the GT500. So I'll run that out there and see how that goes. The idea really was to keep the GT500 as a road race car and this car as the road racer. But I am supposed to be able to do 165 to 170 miles an hour in this car after the mods are done. If that's the case, then obviously that's faster to the GT500. The best I've done in the half mile with the 500 is 162 miles an hour. So we'll continue to use this, I guess, in both events. And at that point, I have to figure out what I want to do with the 500. Do I just keep it as a car that I enjoy, which I still do? Always puts a smile on my face when I'm driving down and I hear that supercharger whine. Or should I just, figure out how to give that up and, find another car, or maybe be satisfied with just having one car, which, how cool would that be if this car is able to do both things at once? Now, this car isn't perfect. There's a lot of paint flaws in this thing, so it's far from a show car, which the Shelby, over the years, even though I've raced it considerably, I've kept it in pretty pristine condition. So I may just keep that as my show car, my cars and coffee car, and this would be the race car. So all that remains to be seen. But, I expect the power band to be delivered a little bit earlier on the RPM range in this car. I expect a lot more torque than what we're having right now. And, it's nothing to be complaining about. This car is pretty potent as it is. I just wanted to be a little bit more aggressive than the average Gen 5 Viper that you see out there. Alright, let's see what we can do. The suspension and tires are matched up pretty well. I had this cambered out to 2.5 degrees out to, off camber, negative camber on all fours. Pretty much going by the book on what the manual says to make it track ready. And with me not being able to drive it as much as, much more than 3,000-4,000 miles a year, I'm not really worried about tire wear or anything like that. The R888R should last me a good couple of years before they're done. But right now I'm at third gear at 2,000 RPM. I have no problem pushing this car. The torque is there. It's just I wish the torque was a little bit more pronounced at this RPM range, because it gives me room enough not to shift down, and that's what kind of makes the difference when I am road racing this car. I'm gonna end this video with a view of the car being loaded up onto the trailer as we say goodbye for now to the 2013 SRT Viper. I can't wait to see this, the finished product. We should get updates from A&C Performance periodically as the build is being completed. So hopefully we have some content to share with you guys as I get them from A&C Performance. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. We'll do some work on the GT500. I think we're gonna do some brakes and stuff on it, but we'll be driving that around for a little bit here. Have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe to see more of this car as the build process continues. Have a good one. Yeah.
Pull it in, it's not coming back out till it gets there. So
yeah.
That's why I look at all the tires though, because if I get too close, you know, that's. I said,
oh,
the first thing I'm gonna do is scratch your rims up.
Yeah,
Unless I run into something going in or run into something coming out.
Yep.
I don't really do it. You know what I mean? Let's get this thing on.
This is the key right here. So you want to leave it in the car, or what do you want to do? You want to keep it with you?
I'll keep it with you.
All right. Do your thing. You got it. Let's see, you got it. Yep. You got it. I think you're good, but let me just make sure.
I just noticed the little front thing.
The lift.
Was in the car.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, inch up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, you cleared it. Just keep it straight.
That's straight. Hopefully. Oh Lord, I got.
You got good on this side. Yeah, you good, man. Just keep it straight over here.
That's it.
Yeah. Cool.